Hi, my name is Travis Prince. I'm a visual artist and the owner of Paintings by the Prince. I'm also the host of Electric City Television's Roundtable Discussions, which is a artist talk TV series, as well as being the executive creative director for the Black Scranton Project, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated towards archiving and celebrating Black history and culture of the Scranton, Pennsylvania region. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Wilkes-Barre Connect for allowing me to formally introduce myself to the community. Hey guys, we're here in my home studio, and this is where I do all of my work. And over the past few years, one of the biggest issues that I've had is keeping my brushes organized while I'm painting. I use multiple brushes at once, and just like most artists, we store our brushes in cups of various sizes, which is okay if you're not using them. But when you're actually working with your brushes, and like I say, you're using more than one color, putting them in a cup or constantly washing them off isn't the best way to go about it. So I had an idea for a brush holder, and I came up with this out of some cardboard, and I used it for a while, and it works pretty good. And I showed it to a friend of mine, and he told me to send him a blueprint for it, and he made this plastic mock-up version for me, which is really nice. And I've used this for a few months, and I thought it worked so well that maybe I should get a patent for it and put these things into production. And so that's what I did. So I took my idea from a piece of cardboard to a mock-up version to a patented product that we have here now. And I'm calling this the Prince brush holder. It's a very, very simple system, very easy to use, even easier to assemble if you can get the plastic open. So it comes with 4 pieces, and here's a little picture of how it should look when it's finished. So you have 2 arms and 2 feet. You attach the arms at one end to the foot on this side, like so, and then attach the foot to the arms on the other end, and it just holds together with a friction lock. You don't need any glue or screws or anything, and once it's assembled, you're ready to use it. And like I say, the best thing about this system is if you have a wet brush that has blue paint on it, you can set it there and not necessarily need to clean it immediately if you're going to come back to that brush. You can have a brush with yellow paint and a brush with green paint and hold up to 16 brushes if you want, and even store your brushes here when you're not using them when they're clean and dry. So I thought it was a good idea for me, and now it can be used by everyone out there. I'm currently selling this product on my Etsy page, which is Paintings by the Prince. And like always, you can find me on all social media, all platforms at Paintings by the Prince. Thanks, guys. Interviewing people for roundtable discussions is always a exciting event. I get to sit down and have in-depth conversations with local artists about their creative processes and their motivations and their inspirations. And it's always intriguing to be able to sit and actually talk with the artists and deconstruct their artwork, so you don't have to kind of wonder and interpret what the artist was trying to say or implement in their piece. But to sit down and have a real conversation with the artist is always an enjoyable thing for me. And today, our guest is Grace and Peace. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm glad to be here.
Well, thank you for coming to chat with me, man.
No problem.
The first thing I always do with my guests is I want you to tell
I just
the
got
viewers.
out of really tough circumstances, and I remember, getting off the plane in San Antonio, and it was the butterfly migration season.
Oh.
So there's thousands and thousands of white butterflies.
And being able to transfer that visually into your art so that the viewers can understand these same concepts, metaphors, ideas, I find it important. And someone told a story that he even paid for a really fancy meal by doodling on a napkin and said, there's your payment for my dinner tonight. So I wish I could just reach that level.
From Penn State University, a master's in fine art from Marywood University. I am a K-5 art teacher at Neil Armstrong Elementary. And then I run a house painting business that's moving into the mural arts, which is called Northeast Art Project. And then I'm co-owner with my wife of Electric City Escape.
And in a very cohesive way, but you've managed to pull this thing off, and it looks very, very nice. I'm very, very impressed by this piece.
I hear you say that. I've been painting for 40 years.
I'm a lover of art and literature, as you can see. So I always try to implement some type of literature or educational material into my artwork because I feel it's important. And a couple of years ago when I met Glennis Johns, the founder and CEO of the Black Scranton Project, she was doing a pop-up art event. And once she explained to me the event that she wanted to host and the workings of her project, the Black Scranton Project, I was totally on board 100%, just because it aligns with a lot of the things that I feel are valuable and needed in our local community. And 2 years later, me and Glennis still work closely together, and I'm still currently a board member of the Black Scranton Project, and we continue to do phenomenal things for our community.